Put down the phone before you forget to be human. It takes discipline. It is hard, but it is so worth it. This problem, this issue is frying our entire generation, old and young, because the access that you have to things is frying your brain. Many people, the first thing they do when they wake up and the last thing they do before they go to sleep is get on their phone. When you sleep, your body is calm, your body is resting, it is trying to restore itself. And at the first light, break a day in the morning, when you get up, or in the afternoon when you get up, if you living like that, you open your eyes and you get straight on this black box that is filled with things that are revving your brain up to levels you can't imagine. You throwing yourself into stressful environments while you laying in your bed on your behind. Last thing you do before you go to sleep, you filling your mind with all this. You ramping yourself up and you wonder why you have trouble going to sleep. Your body is a machine. It has a process in the way it works. And the way they are programming these phones, it is taking advantage of who you are and how you are and using it against you to kill you and to keep you coming back to the same thing that is killing you and to keep that cycle going on and on and on and on again. But when you become aware of these things and you actually want better for yourself, you can change the narrative. And it will certainly improve your life. I guarantee you, if you named 10 of the problems that you have in your life, or 10 of the things that you're dealing with in your life, I guarantee phone use can be linked to at least half of those things. And that's not good. Something that was built that may have not had the purpose to do good, but something that was built that could connect the entire world, that could connect people from multiple different cultures that speak different languages from different regions, something that could connect everything, has divided us more than everything. And most importantly, has divided us from ourselves, because when you get on these phones, you see all these things that you can consume and it makes you feel like you're a part of something. It makes you feel like you're accepted by something. Every little scroll, dopamine is being released into your brain. You know what I'm saying? Dopamine is being released into your mind. That little feel good is getting there. A little ounce of it, a little pinch of it here. And you feel like you belong to something. You see it all over the internet. People doing all types of crazy things because they don't belong to anything. But the thing is, like I said, the true division is the division that we have within ourselves. We are divided from ourselves. It's much easier to belong to someone and something than it is to belong to yourself. A lot of people are afraid of themselves. A lot of people run from themselves because of what they see online. You start to hate yourself and you start to hate the things about you because of the things you see online. You see a person living a certain way. You think you're supposed to live that way just because you see it online, and that's what you can consume most of the time. That's what you are consuming most of the time. And you feeding into that. The access that you have to these things is killing you. And we have access to things that are so triggering because there's so many programs and different intentions behind things that it's ruining our mental health, ruining our physical health too. You know what I'm saying? People walking around with the tech neck. You know what I'm saying? You 22 with tech neck. Are we really? Eyes fried like crispy fish. Like, it's so many things going on, but you have the access to that. You can pull that out at any moment. You walking around like this. When's the last time you sat in a room with family or friends and you was present? When's the last time you sat in a room with somebody and you weren't on your phone? You didn't have the urge to pick up your phone. When's the last time you drove through your city without a GPS? Like, there's so many things that people have forgotten how to do because of the access that we have to things. You don't have to think about things anymore. 8 plus 6 is not 8 plus 6 anymore. You got to think about it. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain convenience that comes with the phone that is great. You know what I'm saying? It has changed my life. Many people say, well, you're making a video about phones, but I'm watching this video on the phone. My friend, a person with stinky breath still got breath, right? Breath keeps you alive, but that shit still stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we not talk about what's real here? I'm glad that you have breath, right? Because that's what's keeping you alive, but that shit stinks, right? These phones are cool. Technology is cool, but can we not ignore the side effects of these things, right? People are getting programmed daily to think and feel a certain way. If you really sat down and thought about the things that upset you, the things that you're going through, the things that really invade your mind, think about how much of that is you. Think about how much of those thoughts are actually yours. Because I can tell you now, as far as I am on my journey with still a long way to go, it is so easy to fall into traps. I see why people get caught in these chokeholds. I see why people go down these roads. It's too easy. They make it too easy. You can literally have a bad day in the real world where you feel like you don't belong. Open up TikTok, like 3 videos that feel like, something that you would like, and then your whole algorithm is curated to you. You talking, man, I want a red car. Now you get online, red car ad for sale, 5 miles from you. It's easy. It's too many traps on the internet. It's too many things pulling at who you are mechanically as a human. You know what I'm saying? What makes you you is being pulled on every single day. People's opinions are extremists because they are being curated to. If you felt a certain way and you was around people that constantly said yes, 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 don't you think eventually you will become an extremist to some degree? If you had a bunch of yes men, a bunch of yes women, a bunch of yes people around you, if you were constantly going one way, you have to become extreme at something. That's why it's important to have friends in your group. That's why it's important to have friction in your life that's like, hey, bro, you tripping. Hey, you might need to go this way to give you a better idea of what the hell is real. So when you open up this phone, when you open up this social media sites and all this stuff, when you're constantly getting curated things that you like, when you're constantly getting curated for these ideas and these opinions, your opinions start to become so extreme that you don't see the reality of the opposite side. Do you know that in a debate, in an argument, in life in general, when you have beliefs, that there's truths, there's facts, there's opinions, there's agreements, and there's understanding? I can understand you and not agree with you. You understand what I'm saying? I can agree with you and still may not understand you in some way, right? But we live in a world where everything is black and everything is white. What in the hell happened to gray? People are over here and everybody is barking and they live a certain way, and everybody over here is barking and living a certain way, and these people trying to make these people live like them, and these people trying to make these people live like them, and then you got the people, in the back, like, I honestly don't care about none of this shit. Then they look at them, oh, well, you're anti-care, oh, well, you're anti-left, and you're anti-right, and it's like, bruh, your brain is anti-present. But I get it, because you've caked your existence, you've caked your identity into a little black box. I get it 100%. I understand it, but I don't agree with it, right? And to some degree, I still live within this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still deal with these things. I work off of my phone most of the time. I'm doing a lot of things on my phone, so I have to limit my exposures to certain things because I'm around it. Try to get my videos up and get out of there. If I do scroll on social media, look for inspiration, but I have that internal clock in my head. It's like, all right, buddy, you off track, get up out of there. Sometimes, yes, I still wake up and get on my phone. First thing, last thing I do before I go to sleep. Sometimes still get on my phone. I try to put that thing on the charger, throw it across the room. I don't really do the whole alarm thing. I like waking up naturally. But I still work with these things, and I go through these things. I be with family sometime, and I got work on my phone, and I really do feel bad about sitting there texting and doing this and doing that and getting these things done on my phone. Yes, I could do it on my own time. It's just a thing. Life, we not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta try. You gotta try. You gotta start taking those grocery trips and stop bringing your phone when you just leaving the house for a few minutes. You gotta stop leaving your phone. I get it. The convenience of a phone is immaculate. If you ever get lost, you can boot up this, right? If you need something, you can call here. If you're looking for something, if you need to search something, I get it. It is, bro, the technology is cool as hell, but you are forgetting how to be human. I can ask half of the people, probably more than that, that's watching this video, which direction is north. They can't tell you. You can drop half of those people in their surrounding area and they won't be able to get back home. You give them a pen and paper and they can't create anything because you're ruining who you are. Complete and utter fabrication. And most importantly, division. I mentioned that already, but we are so divided from nature, from ourselves, from the people around us, that it's nasty, right? And with you seeing all these things, with you constantly giving your brain all this energy, all this dopamine, the real world is no longer vibrant to a lot of people. You ask a bunch of people, hey, you ever like going outside and spending time in nature? What's there to do in nature? Huh? What's beautiful about nature? I get bored when I'm just sitting outside. Are you crazy? That's where you truly connect. Now, I can admit that some of the things that you may do that are rewarded to you may not be the most thrilling things, but it's the most fulfilling things. Sometimes all I want to do is just go walk in nature. Sometimes all I want to do is just go climb a tree, go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Just chill, just be out in the sun and feel alive again. Instead of being inside, just baking myself with artificials. Everything is just fake. Facades. People getting on here and lying about their life. People getting on here only showing you the highs and not the lows. Now you disconnected from reality, and you disconnected from yourself. Now you disconnected from the people around you. You don't even know how to say, hello, how are you doing? People that you've known your whole life, you treat them like strangers just because y'all haven't texted in a while. Are we serious? It's people out here that will take a bullet for you, and they don't text you on a daily basis. And it's people that text you on a daily basis waiting to put a bullet in you. This world has been destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And the things that I see daily, with the limited lens that I put it on, because I try to stay away from everything, the news, all of it, I could just see the propaganda and the programming behind it. Like when I see these things and I see people reacting to it, it breaks my heart so bad, because one, I can't really tell them nothing because their mind is already made up. Two, when you figure out things, you can't force anybody to see it. It's just counterproductive. And three, it's just sad, bro. When you finally take a step back out of this, when you see the world for what it is so clear and plain as day what the hell is going on around you, how things occur, why people are in the situations that they're in, why you're in the situations that you're in, how your thoughts, actions, and feelings manifest your reality. Everything is just so much more clear. But that information cannot be force fed down anybody's throat. It just can't. You have to learn that on your own. You have to learn that on your own. And it's just disheartening that we are not together. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways for us to be divided. And it's just nasty, man. People don't think for themselves anymore. The world is just crumbling. And there's so much negativity that's going on and force fed down into people that people are just so negative, man. You could literally give somebody a tutorial to how to figure out their life. Oh, why did you have to print it out on paper? What? What are we talking about? You can give somebody the cure to their sickness. Oh, well, I wish you would have had that sooner. Do you not see the silver lining in anything? You know what I'm saying? Does everything have to be so negative? Is there any light within you? Or have you given it all to your phone? Have you baked all of your existence into your screen time? It's just nasty, man. You tell somebody how to fix certain areas of their life. Hey, you should start setting boundaries. Well, boundaries aren't going to fix everything. What the hell in life fixes every damn thing? Hell, too much water can kill you, but go a year without it. Go a year without it. Argue that, right? Since you got to find the negative in everything, let's take the most positive things in your life and go without it a year, since this don't fix everything. Go without a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Huh? Food don't fix all your problems. Go without it. Go a year without it. Right? Washing your behind don't fix everything. Go a year without it. Right? Money don't fix everything. In this world, go a year without it. You know what I'm saying? I just, the extremes in life kills me, man. I'm too free flowing. I feel a certain way about things. I'm passionate about things. But at the end of the day, hey, that's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? Something hit me and I just use the momentum of what it is to lead it to where it's going. We so resistant to everything that we gotta, that's a story for another time. Bottom line, I'm not telling you anything new. I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. But just from my life and what I've seen in my own experience, because that's all I can truly speak from. My life has changed by conquering me, by conquering my urges, by conquering who I am as a person and living a life that is more fulfilling to me than anything, right? It might not be the most flashy. Everybody might not like it, yada, yada, yada. Who gives a damn, right? I'm not finna be a prisoner to public opinion, right? To some degree, do I still care about what people think? Of course, I'm a human. You would not be human if you said, oh, I don't care at all. Like, bruh, you lying to yourself, right? We still care to some degree. But to the point where it's finna change my life and I'm finna stop being me, I can't do it, you know? But living my life with who I am, living that fulfilling life, not being slave to these things, not being a slave to public opinions, not being programmed so easily. My life is just so much more clear. When I have things going on within me, it's so easy to just think about, what the hell am I doing? What's going on? The introspection is so easy. But when I was addicted to my phone, when I was addicted to pornography, right? Exposure to a bunch of things, hypersexual, a lot of these things that we dealing with as adults, as kids, that extend all through life from these devices because of the access to things. But when I was dealing with all those things, my brain was foggy. You hear the term brain fog all the time. And people think it's just a cliche thing, but when you on substances, when you're addicted to things, when you letting your urges take over and you just filling your life with fluff, you can't see clearly through yourself. But now that I have backed away from a lot of things, now that I like to fill my life with things that actually enrich me, life is so much more clear. Like, I know where I'm going, right? I don't know what life exactly has in store for me. I don't know what tomorrow looks like. I don't know what next week looks like. Right? But I have a sense of clarity in my life that I know where I'm going, I know where I'm headed, and I know that I'll be all right. And I know that there's not another me out there. I know that there's nobody who could be me better than I can be me. I know that my life is much better and will be much better if I continue to be who I am, so that I attract the people that I want in my life, so that I attract the energy that's within me, that I also attract the things that I need in life to rub me and give me the friction that I need to be molded into who I need to be. Like, I'm certain of these things. Was it always like this? Hell no. But getting out of that worm brain and getting out of that self-sabotaging mode and getting out of putting my attention into veils that are meant to capture me and ruin my essence, after removing those things out of my life, after taking that next direction, that nice little turn to the side, that emergency swerve, life has been a lot better for me. And if I could share that with one person, 2, 20, 20,000, 20 million, I'd do that. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, through and through. That's all I have to say. So, I appreciate you for watching. Right? If you're looking for some tutorial on how to get away from your phone, I'm not really a tutorial type of guy, but just for some general advice, be more present with your people. Be conscious of how much you use your phone, because it gets away from you. You can wake up at 8, see, damn, it's 8 in the morning. Then you scroll, still got the crud in your eyes, and now it's 2 in the afternoon, that quick. So be more aware of what you're doing. Everything that you do, I'm telling you, it may feel silly. Even when you lay down in your bed, ask yourself why. It's the middle of the day. What the hell you laying in your bed for? Talk to yourself like that. Or at least that's what works for me. If you got to be a little more gentle, do your thing. But when I'm tripping and I'm laying in my bed on my phone, I'm like, bro, what you doing? The real in me like, ain't a damn thing. All right, bro, get up. Now, if it's a day in the middle of the day, it's a day and an event, the middle of the day, I go lay down in my bed. And I say, self, what are you doing here? Resting, bro. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. All right, go ahead and get your rest. Get off that phone. That phone ain't going to rest you. Go ahead and lay down, right? Why don't want to do that? Well, get up. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do, start to question it. And eventually, you won't have to. Your brain is constantly taking track of these things. All right, bro, you've been on the phone. You're supposed to call your dad. You're not calling. You're on TikTok. Dad is not TikTok. All right, let me go ahead and get off of that. Let me do this. Let me do that. Why am I eating this, right? Nourishing my body. So what the hell am I eating Skittles for? Start to question everything. Be more present in your life. Question everything. Value the connections that you have. And do your best to build connections that aren't fabricated. That doesn't mean you can't have a friend online. You can't meet somebody online. I got brothers that I've met online. People that, you know what I'm saying? Real soldiers that I've met online. Only met them 3-4 times, on occasion. But those are my people that I've met through online. Like I said, this is a cool thing. Technology is a cool thing. It has benefits. But it's a darkness to it that you need to be aware of. Right? But just be more aware. Be more intentional with what you do. Try to limit the use. Try to create more than you consume. That don't mean, if I make 1,000 TikToks, I can view 1,000 TikToks. No. You make your TikToks, you get off. You make your content, you get off. If you're not really into content, create outside of that black box. Remove your identity from that black box. Stop comparing your life to these people that you see on this black box. Stop thinking that everything that you are has to exist within this black box. Don't think that everything that on this black box is real. Research things, question things. Just because somebody get on here and say it passionately and put subtitles on it and got a podcast don't mean it's true. Review things for yourself. It's a real life out there, and the thing is that nobody else has to live it but you. If I go through life wearing red and that makes me feel good, let me wear red. But I can't force you to wear red. You do that. You know what I'm saying? Live your life for you no matter what you see. Question everything, including yourself. But once you develop that certainty within yourself, once you develop that fire within yourself, or if you have it, don't doubt it. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't, you will. As long as you got the courage to try. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. It was pretty heavy on my heart. I've been seeing a lot of things that just, I can see the phone just written all over. A lot of things that people saying, a lot of things that people doing. People have no dignity, man. People have no sense of self. People have lost their way. People have forgotten to be human. And I think it's pretty unfortunate because that's what we are. But hey, yappity yappity yappy is done. The name is Shimon Davis. If you don't know me, now you have an idea of who I am and what I do. Hope all is well. Hope life is treating you well. Hope you take care of yourself. And I hope you actually listen and was able to take something away from this video. And I hope that everything gets better on your end. And I also want you to understand that it's okay to not be okay. Because that's what life is all about. Getting up, falling down, getting up, falling down, getting up, falling down. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Take a little inspiration from the waves, the tide. You know what I'm saying? Even the sun and moon. So that is my spiel for today. I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves. And Shimon Davis is out.